ladies and gentlemen, I am Evil Megan 77. Hi! How are you? How's your days going? Hi! Anyways. Now, this video is a bit different. I mean, I already made a video about this before. Anyways, this video is about an allegation about a fellow YouTuber named Kwite. And now it is explained about by Kwite himself, and the allegations were a lie. By someone, a fellow person named Orion. Orion faked the allegations on Kwite, saying that Kwite was the one, but it was shown that Orion was the one that was trying to do it to Kwite instead. So Kwite made a video explaining the whole entire situation. By the way, it is like an hour long, so yeah. Anyways, let's watch.
My response to several allegations made against me, the most serious of which being that I sexually assaulted a former friend and ex-partner of mine named Orion in Orlando, Florida on February 18th, 2018. This is patently false and completely untrue. Not only did I not assault Orion, I never had any sexual contact with him in any way, shape, or form. I have a lot of evidence to share backing what I say in this video, including a recording of Orion giving a testimony of this exact interaction from late 2018 that directly contradicts his current version of events.
So he explains a lot of this in his videos about the whole entire situation, and I noticed something about the internet. They never really tried to listen to both of the stories, and I wonder if Kwite might have got some threats from people? Damn, I feel bad for Kwite, because imagine, like, all of that happening. Jeez. Anyways, the internet, I've seen a few YouTubers using it as an advantage, because that's usually how that goes anyways. They use it and milk it like all the way to the brim. Then one of them lies about the whole entire thing, and it makes it worse for that YouTuber's life. It just seems, and it's just awful, like the allegations that were, faked. And when they believe it, by the way, which some people do believe in that stuff, it will ruin this person's life. Just horribly. And liars like that, would fake an allegation and lie. This is, this is awful. A liar that makes this fake allegation should be in prison as well. Because this is literally someone's life that they're destroying. It will be destroyed. Oh, my bad. But no, this should never happen to anyone, ever. No one should lie about this at all.
Both times, Orion said a whole lot and gave next to nothing, or literally nothing in this video's case, to substantiate any part of his claims. The video is littered with falsehoods, outright lies, and contradictions of Orion's current version of events. For example, the clip I showed at the start of the video, where when discussing the day we met up and watched Black Panther, Orion described two completely different versions of events, both tonally and even how he felt about the event after the fact.
It was fun, and I distinctly remember him getting out of my car, but stopping midway and saying, "Just remember, I really care about you."
What was completely missing from that video was any mention of sexual contact at all. I don't mean just sexual misconduct, I mean any account of us having any physical intimacy at any point.
Now, who would act like that if they were, the R word? I can't really say it because YouTube might strike me anyways. Now, anyways, like this, imagine saying, this was fun, they cared, but they cared, that was fun, bruh, really? What kind of victim like that would say, oh my god, yes, they cared, that was really fun, bruh. Oh, by the way, that video was also recently made whenever they said that they were,
Ryan did do was publicly out my struggles with self-harm.
I wasn't his best friend, but I was one of his closest. I helped him through self-harm, which I'm still susceptible to.
This is something that I have never at any point before that video was uploaded all the way till now ever spoken publicly about or ever intended to. It is one of my deepest and most personal struggles that Orion was willing to expose to the public without a care just because it became useful as a tool to hurt me with. And
you can tell that Orion's voice in that video. It seems fishy that someone's voice is that calm, and by the way, this video was recently made, and then use someone's personal struggles in the video without them telling, by the way, which is a bad, I don't know, is that a crime or something? I don't know. And then telling people that it was fun whenever the car incident that you said, huh? Oh, I know. Oh, yeah, by the way, I watched this whole entire video, like, plenty of times. Like, 3 times already. And they pause every time when they talk.
Testimony from the jump, Orion gets the timeline of events objectively wrong. In the video, Orion says we met in early 2016.
I met Kwite early 2016, around about January, because it was around about my birthday.
This is instead of early 2017, like he says now, and all records point to the latter being the case. This directly puts the timeline he gave back then off by a year. You could excuse Orion as having misspoken, but it's a mistake he makes every time he mentions what year something happened in.
I forgot to tell you that his whole entire video is in the subscription, so yeah. Anyways, does anybody notice that the tone? Did Orion made a script? Listen, I use a script plenty of times, because I swear every 5 seconds. What's wrong? Still messing up that year? Now, anyways.
But then we started to get really, really close. Especially around about summer of 2016, we met up in my home city.
When that actually happened was in summer 2017. Orion's current version of events agrees with me that we had first met both online and in real life in 2017.
Cut to planning to VidCon. We met up in February of 2017. Cut to February where we met up for the second time, and I remember it was February because we went to see Black Panther.
Orion implied Black Panther came out in 2017.
Damn it! Sorry, it's just my neighbors and the dog. Y'all ruining my spotlight, damn it! Shut up. But, ooh, come on, Orion. You mess it up that year plenty of times. Listen, I know, messing up, everyone does that, but they keep saying that year so many times. And it is shown that they're lying because of the screenshots is shown 2017. And he says 2016. I smell deception. That's what I smell. You lying! His full video is in the subscription. You could just go look in there. It's over there. Yeah.
He says cut to February 2 separate times, but only mentions what year it was once. He either means that I met up with him only the one time in February 2017, which was when we would have watched Black Panther, and is objectively untrue. Or he added an entirely new instance of us meeting up, which puts an extra year on the timeline of our friendship. Either way it was meant, his timeline of these alleged events would be objectively wrong and at odds with his current version of the allegations. If you think I'm nitpicking with the years, this isn't an issue exclusive to raw dates, but spans of time as well. In the video, Orion says I started ignoring him for 2 weeks after seeing Black Panther.
2 weeks later, he randomly starts ignoring me.
In his current version of events, Orion said that several months had passed after Black Panther before I cut him off. The reality is closer to Orion's original testimony, but both are still wrong. The call where we fell out happened on March 20th and was almost a month to the day after we had last met up on February 18th.
Folks, do not lie for attention or some freaking clout. Cause Orion, he might be a bit on a pickle. Orion, why you always lying? Why the hell you lying? Why?
Contact with Orion had petered off into almost nothing only a week before, but we did still occasionally message. In the period of absolute silence where I didn't speak to Orion through text, call, or otherwise at all was only 3 days long. Orion also claimed I called him out of nowhere.
In the middle of a call with one of my dear friends, The Right Opinion, I get a call from him. And I think, oh, finally he's made some time. He's not busy anymore. When
in reality, I was returning the single call Orion had given me over those 3 days only 2 hours after he had originally sent it. Towards the
Jesus, I feel so bad for Kwite. I can see that Orion don't got anything to do in life. No hobbies, nothing to do but lie and fake allegations just to ruin someone's life for nothing. If Orion was essayed, there would be honesty, but he kept on telling lies in the tone of the voice. Or whenever he does try to talk about it, he pauses, like thinking what to say. You forgot you're lying, buddy? You could tell Orion keeps lying. This would ruin someone's whole entire life right there.
End of his testimony, Orion had this to say about what he did after our March 2018 call.
I texted DM'd a shared friend of ours, asking if, just because Kwite doesn't like me right now, if we could still be friends. Obviously, Kwite had talked to him because he then sent me a 5+ paragraph note about how disgusting and selfish I was. He told me a lot of the things that Kwite had told me.
Tusk shows the screenshots of this at the end of the video, where it's revealed the friend of ours was Kappa Kaiju, who it sucks I have to name in this, but I don't feel I could properly make this point without doing so. Orion said that Kappa's opinion was a result of Kwite having talked to him already.
Obviously, Kwite had talked to him because...
And I had spoken to him first, but the nature of that discussion and what Orion did to prompt it is very important. In that March call, I was giving Orion, to the best of my ability, a level-headed explanation of why I wanted to cut them off. He was codependent, he was a drain on me emotionally and mentally, and he had long gotten in the way of A, my efforts to take care of my own mental health, and B, live my life.
Alright, listen, everyone has lives in this world. And when something is in the way for you to grow, and they make it worse, and tell them, yes, that's just awful. It makes you feel like a prisoner. Literally, a no way out of it. And a no way out of your problem. It's awful. That's an awful feeling there. And Orion needs a life there instead of ruining someone else's life. Because Orion got nothing to do in life, and lying about someone and make fake allegations, you just gotta be sick in the head. Like, fake allegations! That's gonna ruin someone's life right there. And all because someone wants to have their life. Ladies and gentlemen, do not lie about allegations. And ladies and gentlemen, goodbye. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Anyways, bye-bye.